it's Shiraz, and I am here with New York Times bestselling author Jack Canfield. But not only am I with him, I'm in his house. This is so amazing. And Jack, I am the author of the book How to Rewrite Your Reality. And first of all, thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
It's a great honor.
My pleasure to have you here.
And in the book, I talk about how a bunch of our realities made up of the stories we tell ourselves. Like, I always find the best parking spots, or every time I start to trust someone, I get betrayed. They can be good or they can be bad.
Right.
And I'm wondering from what you think is how much of our lives is reality versus the stories we're caught up in?
I think for most people, their reality are the stories they're caught up in. You know, I don't have a number like 80% or something, but it's probably really high. And most of us are walking around telling ourselves stories based on past experiences, our interpretation under stress of some event we had in our life. And unfortunately, we know that whenever we have a strong emotional impact, the memory that gets locked in much deeper. Like, almost everyone knows where they were when 9/11 happened, or President Kennedy was killed, or whatever mass shooting that might have been in your city, whatever. And it's locked in because it was so emotionally stimulating. And so when we have these experiences in childhood and sometimes later in life that are negative, that make us interpret the story like I'm unlovable, I'll never have a man in my life, no matter how hard I try, I can't succeed, etc. Those lock in pretty deeply. And then if you keep repeating them over and over as you tell your story to explain your experience to people, it gets locked in further and further. So I think it's huge. And we need to rewrite our stories, if you will. Like, first of all, become aware of them, because sometimes we're unconscious that we're doing it. Secondly, figure out how's that limiting us, and what's the opposite that we want, and what would be the new story or new interpretation we could give ourselves. Or in some cases have no story, just be present in the moment to that which is actually happening instead of your interpretation of it.
Okay, great. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right. And if you'd like to know how to rewrite your reality, you can go to howtorewriteyourreality.com. Thank you so much, Jack. It's
You're
a
welcome.
pleasure.
My pleasure.